right, folks, here we go. NSL Season 3. This is a Week 1 matchup. Next Level Gaming versus Maximum Damage. This is Division 3 in place of the Premier Division Sauna versus Titus match, which Sauna forfeited. So we got you another match. Next Level Gaming starting here on Summit North in Atrium, and on the south end, Maximum Damage as Aliens doing a 3-2 split and a 3-2 split for NLG.
Yeah, so it looks like, they're just going to cap res, and the Aliens are going to move through Crossroads here in a pretty big pack to try to pressure these Marines coming out. First blood's going to come from the Marines on the Aliens. Griff is in there. I think that's Griff.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Nice job, 7% there. Griff taking down Can. And now JJ is going to go down as these 3 Skulks and a Drifter move into Reactor Core.
Yeah, and this poor single Marine may be able to get some good shots on this. Definitely not going to take away 3 Skulks with Enzyme. And then Enzyme's going to help those 3 Skulks eliminate the RT pretty fast, unless Griff can get the right shot on these guys.
Oh, nice. They still, too late on Griff saving that RT. They still take that down. RT harassing by Evil over in Crevice on the other side of the map. 2 Marines, Polly and Lurking Off. I love that name. Coming down into Computer Lab as they move into the main hive and start the pressure here up against Vol.
Yeah, and then typically early tech point pressure is not that wise against the Aliens. I mean, maybe you'll get the eggs down, but really pressuring the RTs is more important because the Aliens can always come back with just the slightest little advantage.
Oh yeah, I agree. I mean, and it's also overextending your Marine. If you're going to extend that far into the map, I mean, you got to be very, very confident in your Marines' play. I mean, look at this. They're cleaning up Maximum Damage Aliens pretty well here in the fight and flight control, leaving Ben and Lurking Off alive. I think they only lost 1 Marine in that engagement. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, JJ and Griff doing a little bit of RT harassing here in Ventilation.
And not just that, they took down the Gorge that was there. He only got 1 Hydra play, so there's no defense. Here comes Kakadaf. Okay, this is really going to be a long game. Pulsella and Math. I'm just going to call him Math.
Yeah, just Math. Those guys get cleared out there in Ventilation. Lurking Off and Ben in Computer Lab. You guys are seeing from the view from Ben as he walks in to Computer Lab, and a couple of Aliens down the corridor with a Drifter there. Gorge spitting also down the corridor as as a Skulk comes in.
Wow, an Evil Bob on Maximum Damage is at 800 to 900 ping. And this server, everybody's starting. Simba now at 900 ping. I think we've got a problem with this box.
Looks like it. I don't know. We don't really have a ref in here, so that's actually going to be down to us. So we're going to have to kind of see what's going on with the server, see if it calms down a bit. Evil now taking down the RT here in Crevice. We got Math, Vol, and Can trying to take down this. Is that a yellow plug? What's that?
I've never seen a yellow plug.
Oh, I have. I don't know. I got those all the time. Harvester going down in Ventilation now. Griff and JJ making short work of that as Math and Vol come around the corner. 2 spurs now have been completed for Maximum Damage.
So the benefit right now is by eliminating the single RT there, it puts the Aliens down to 2 Harvesters, which means the fades have just been delayed by probably a good minute and a half at this point. If they can get a 3rd Harvester back up, it puts them back on track pretty fast. And you can see that they have, a Gorge and a Drifter here in Ventilation helping to rebuild. But the Marines are capping res all over the map right now.
Oh, yeah. They have such a strong position right now. Maximum Damage is, it looks like they're taking a lot of time to figure out what to do. I mean, just a little bit ago, you saw all of them just kind of in sub-access. You see the Marines all over the map, and MD was just sitting there kind of figuring out what to do. They have made a little bit of a move into Reactor Core where Evil and Vol take down that RT again. So even though NLG has been high on RTs and capping all over the place, they have lost 4 RTs versus Maximum Damage just 1. And if I remember correctly, back to Snails versus Sauna on their Alien game really won those games with really holding 3 Harvesters almost the entire match and not losing one, right? They just had a steady flow of resources coming in, whereas Snails kept losing them, kept having to rebuild. This may be happening to NLG. However, they are up to 6 right now, fast capping back those RTs with MD still on 3. Look at the res graph right now and the disparity here in resource towers.
Yeah, and Next Level Gaming now has 2 players at 999 ping. You know, so this really is going to be quite an interesting game. They're spreading into Crossroads, at least trying to, but the problem they've got here is there's 2 Marines guarding in here. They're not popping assists, which is easy takeaway res from the alien team. Pressure coming over in ventilation, though, while the Lurk is trying to get those Marines down enough, but they just, you know, take pot shots from down the hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I mean, right now you see Griff and JJ moving into ventilation. One of them is taken down. Griff is the only one left. I mean, we look at this map. You know, what you said about popping sis, too, I mean, that is so annoying for an alien commander because, you know, just how long, it's longer now for Infestation to grow, right? So it's just really more annoying. Simba now says can't really
I think we're going to need to
anything.
do something about this.
They may need to switch servers at this point.
I think we should tell them to, because everybody on these teams is jumping all over the place.
I don't know actually if there's another server available with so many matches going on right now. Lurkinoff and Ben moving back into flight control. Vol taking down the RT there in Crossroads. Grenade started, Armor 2 started. Observatory now has been completed. So Ben and Lurkinoff moving down from flight control into comp lab, meeting Vol and Kaku. Oh, these names. And they cleaned up quite nicely.
Yeah, I don't see any open.
FaceTech now has started for NLG. Oh, and we have already, that probably happened just a bit ago, but we already have, I believe, someone dropped from maximum damage, and I believe they're going to try to reconnect. With Sabi, you're at 545. Something definitely must be wrong with this box.
Yeah, and that just keeps red plugging in. Now they've lost Evil Bob. I think we're going to need to find a new server.
They need to type to them and see if they want to, because I mean we are past the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, but server disconnect issues trump the rule for the reset.
Yeah,
because they were happening from the beginning too.
Ben and Lurkinoff here in computer lab taking down that harvester there. We're seeing that Math and Kaku have moved into computer lab to try to fend these guys off. Great kill there by Math just from behind on Ben. They have reestablished some sys control here in flight control. Vol taking down that RT. Look at this. 6 RTs down from NLG versus just 2 harvesters for maximum damage. I mean, rebuilding RTs costs a lot of money, though. They've been able to keep them up for quite some time. So look at all the research that NLG has been able to pump out. Weapons 2 now coming out. Armor 2 is already out. Phase tech, shotguns out, hand grenades. They're just pumping out more techs. Maximum damage on just 1 harvester right now, which is really going to help them. They're also down. They've been down a player for quite some time.
Yeah, the thing that maximum damage needs to remember, though, as aliens, is that taking down the Marine res is just as crucial as Marines taking down their harvesters. And when you have like 2 or 3 guys in Crossroads building that armory like they did, you should have been on, you know, reactor and data core right away instead of, you know, kind of tapping into Crossroads a little bit to see what they're doing. Because if you can take down that res, even if they get the phase gate up, it is aggressive, but it's the center of the map. So they're not right at your tech point.
Yeah. See Paulie moving up to save this RT in crevice up against the Vol. with a shotgun. Vol ends up taking down the extractor as he escapes way through the vents. And he's going to move right into the main base. Just jump right through, just kind of being annoying there. And move to reactor core.
Red plugged again.
I have not red plugged yet, but we got now 2 players 999 on NLG side. We may, they may end up just finishing this out and then switching servers for the next round. I mean, obviously we're gonna need to. They are now on 5 versus 5, and Wasabi, you are now on a 999.
That's how I roll, baby. I love seeing every 10th frame of what the action is.
We're seeing Reactor Core RT is going down by Vol. He takes that down, Math, as that lurk coming in, peeking into flight control and leaving. Advanced Armory now is done by NLG. Lurking off here in Reactor Core. Look, he's moving like every 2 seconds, this poor guy. This is ridiculous.
So at 11 minutes in, we've got the fade up. We've got another fade probably incoming. Again, these teams are at 5v5 right now. Alien infestation spreading throughout most of the lower part of the map. They have the phase gate up in Crossroads, and they have weapons 2, armor 2, grenades, and shotguns, as well as the advanced armory. So they're going right for that proto, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they established some control there in the center of the map. We got Kaku, Vol there. I'm sorry, coming into Reactor Core and moving into the main base. What happened?
I saw him hit Reactor Core, just stay still, and next thing I know they're in main base.
Kaku takes down JJ. And there comes the beacon. These guys are going to get out of here before these Marines beacon back to the base. They have established a phase gate there in Computer Lab. Great phase gate locations right now. Easy to beacon and get right back out on the map and continue to apply that pressure.
And, you know, the commander probably knew that. He knew they were building that phase gate. He waited till just the right time. When it's just fades on hardware back at base, there's no reason to rush a beacon. You don't need it. He probably could have even just let them phase back in. But, you know, it's fine. He has the res at this point, sitting on 5 extractors.
Yeah, we will definitely, I know guys, you're seeing the pings and all that stuff. We will definitely be changing servers after this map. These 2 teams are just going to fight it out. See what happens. Oh, Lurk going down there in Computer Labs. Oh, there's Superstars. We got our ref in here.
Superstars has 0 ping. I object.
Hacks. All right, and now we're seeing here that NLG has completely taken over Computer Lab, slowly but surely with this pings. Frame by frame, they have taken over Computer Lab. Vol now up against Ben here in Crossroads as that fade gets a couple shots on him. He gets half health and gets out of there quite wisely. We're seeing Can as a Gorge bio-bombing the Reactor Core RT. But NLG is in a very, very strong position against maximum damage at this point. So we're seeing Kaku come in with Vol here up against JJ, up against his base here in Comp Lab. They're going to turn this phase gate into a meat grinder. It's going to take them forever as fades to take down this Crossroads. You can see they're already low on energy based on their swipes. Nice job on the quick nano shield as that Marine phases through. And you saw...
also see the aliens are power building in data core, so they're trying to get that hive up. They've got a Gorge and the Drifter on it with a shift as well. So that hive's going to be up, but you can see they're starting to build arcs here in Computer Lab, and the assault is going to be on down in sub-access.
In Crevice, Math on 50% on that RT. We see Sis moving all the way into the main base just to kind of be just a little annoying. Pauly not cutting any of these Sis as he moves into Reactor Core. We're seeing that the 2 fades have moved into Comp Lab. Prototype Lab has been completed. NLG is going to probably go for jetpacks pretty soon here. and shut down this game. If they do, I mean, Maximum Damage is going to be really out-teched. Their Data Core Hive just finished. This may give them a little bit of a leg up, but I don't know. In terms of economy, NLG is way too far ahead.
Next Level Gaming has held pretty much 5 extractors this entire game, and they just have so much tech. And look at the personal resources as well. 68, 44, 35, 68, 36. They've got money to spare.
Yeah.
And these fades are just not taking anybody down, so they're not losing their weapons. And now you got 3 arcs ready to push down the sub-access with 3 guys with jetpacks. Probably soon. Jetpacks, yeah. Jetpacks are about a minute and a half away.
Yeah, and we're seeing Vol and Kaku move into Computer Lab. They do see that those arcs are on their way, so they're probably calling that out right now just to get some sort of defense here for their sub-access hive. But I think these guys are going to wait for jetpacks to actually push in. Math on the flight control RT, that's going to drop them down to 4 if he actually takes that down. These guys, a short way in Computer Lab, are not even worrying about that RT at this point.
You know, what's interesting is, like, you don't even need the jetpacks. This is such a good location for arcs if you've got the right pressure. And with 2-2 and the arcs in place, you can set the arcs up and then just stand behind them so that if anybody gets nearby, you've got those shotguns ready to just annihilate any alien that tries to push your line.
Well, guys, we just found out that we have another server lined up, so after this is over, we're going to go to a new server with a better ping. This is basically, I mean, I just like to say there's one member on each side in this 5 versus 5 match that are spiking to 999, so this is really a 4 versus 4.
And a caster at 999, so he's catching every 8th minute.
This is really a first, actually. I've never had like this bad server issues, you know, on any cast. So this is quite interesting to say the least. So we do see that these arcs are coming in to sub-access. Jetpacks are done.
So they're going gorges. They have the gorge upgrades, which means they've got Bile Bomb. The arcs don't even really have to get that close to do damage, but they've got to be able to stop these gorges from coming in.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're not going to be able to.
Very nice. There goes the arcs. Ben and JJ now, weapons 3 almost done. They have jetpacks here, right outside in this corridor, right outside sub-access. Just going to make it really hard. There's a Polly with a flamethrower. Throwing cluster grenades all over the place. There goes an armory down in Comp Lab. Can, Kaku, Vol. I mean, I don't think Maximum Damage at any point right now can go offense. They really have to defend this hive. And it looks like it's going to go down pretty soon here on the next NLG push. There's more arcs being pumped out. You know, if you want to do an arc strategy, you got to have a very, very strong economy, which NLG does. So they're just going to pump out arcs all day, set them right here, try to use these Marines to kill all these gorges so they can't get bile bombed, and then just take down this hive, which is at 91%. All the upgrades here on the right side of sub-access. Bad playing plus Artigo's longest game ever. I don't know. I think this is going to be over pretty soon. It's only 18 minutes into this round. Obviously, I casted Fight Clan and Renegade. They were at 50-plus minutes. Lurkinoff is trying to get back in to NLG. He's trying to reconnect. He's at 999 ping right now. He's currently connecting. And there comes Can and Frog around the corner. So Frog, JJ taking him down. And the arcs are just going to continue firing as these Marines make a shotgun wall as these guys come around the corner. And there we go. The arcs are on their way. They are all deployed.
And we talked about that. This is what you have to do is you don't have to get the arcs very far into the room. You can protect them by creating this barrier here. The fades are really all they've got. You know, Can is coming around as Gorge, trying to bile bomb, do some damage, but, you know, these guys are in a much better position this time.
These arcs, I mean, Paulie is in the back trying to repair these arcs as the bio bombs come around the corner. 60% on this hive. We got one Marine in Data Core, really low health. That's going to be Simba. Looks like he's just lagging. And they lost another. They lost Lurkanoff. He tried to join. Oh, he's in there. Oh, another person actually joined. Scout 255. So it looks like they swapped out somebody in the middle of the match. And Paulie now up around the corner. All these Marines got taken out. Ball is almost out. The hive is down. And there we go.
And it looks like while all this happened, the arms lab was actually taken out in main base, as I'm seeing red icons down below. So they did get a Skulk up there, and well played by the Skulk to get up there and eliminate that. They're going to lose these arcs. But with the hive down, they have enough to put it back up. Their upgrades are now dying because there's no infestation.
They have one lone arc at 12% doing his job, trying to take down that harvester. Can is the only one in that room, and here comes the rest of NLG. Can better get out of there. He's going to lose that gorge. Oh, they don't even care about him. They just went straight for the upgrades. Arms lab has been rebuilt. Exoskeletons now have started. And look at all these upgrades being lost.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh to have all of your upgrades at one tech point, all in an open space like that. But a pushback to Marine start, at least what I think is a pushback to Marine start, because I can't see anything in Marine start.
There was a there was two fades and a skulk, but they got pushed away with that beacon.
I literally heard the beacon for 15 minutes.
MD's leaving. So we are going to move on to another server. Next Level Gaming wins that round one, which was questionably a match due to the pings.
How did we get pinged this bad?
Now I got a red plug.